Welcome to my channel. This is Toyotero at Old School Yotas. Today we have part 2 of the 2012 Toyota Camry engine replacement. So this engine is locked up, completely locked up. So I cannot spin the flywheel, okay? Normally you spin the flywheel and then in the bottom, down here in the bottom, there's an opening where you can put a socket and you take these bolts that hold the flywheel to the torque converter or the torque converter to the flywheel, either way. So I refuse to open and take the whole motor apart to unlock whatever cylinder, or there's a hole right here where the piston, I'm thinking that a rod and it's just stuck right here. Big old hole right here. Or the aluminum is cracked and you can see where there's a piece of metal there. I'll show a little bit more about that later on. So it's painstaking work. You know, you got to take each one of these out. There's 6 bolts holding this together here. And I got all 5 of them out. I got one more, but I left it for last so that I can take that and kind of do a video. Here's the transmission. The transmission on this car, to me, it was easier to take the transmission with the motor, especially because this motor's locked up. Most people,
it doesn't matter what most people think.
To me, it's just the easiest way. Break it down once it's outside. I just think it was easier for me to do it that way. So I got the engine right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take that torque converter out and start messing with the other engine. Try to see if we can put this engine, at least get the engine on the transmission tonight. All right, short video. I might record a little bit more on that, the damage on the block. And that damage is made at the bottom. So here's right here, this is the block up top, and this is the the upper oil pan. There's the lower oil pan. The steel, the black steel piece is the lower, this is the upper oil pan. All this right here is part of the oil pan. And the block divides from this line upwards is the block. You know, it's my opinion that it threw a rod. I was able, believe it or not, I was able to take and unloosen the front crank pulley bolt just because it's so locked up that I was able to break that 22 millimeter off. That's how tightly stuck this engine is. All right, guys, we'll come back to part 3 in a little while. Thank you.